heavy,
bored.
Well, I'm curious. I mean, you said you tried the whole publishing industry thing. I think that's sort of one of the young, aspiring writer goals, right? We all sort of think like, yeah, we could do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you also said you hated NYC. Was it the industry? Was it the people? Was it just the general cost of living? All of it? I mean, I'm sure all of it to some degree, but
Vibes.
Yeah, vibes. I mean, I had never liked it. It never had done anything for me. I think I don't, I was a little claustrophobic, the skyscrapers, all the dirt and the people. And none of it aligned with the things that I value about day-to-day living. And so I knew before I even, stepped foot on Roosevelt Island, which is where I lived for the first month, which is also very weird, taking the tram over. I don't think that's anyone's fantasy of New York living. But anyway, even before I got there, I knew it wasn't a place I loved, but I was like, I got to try this out or I'm going to regret it if I don't just fucking try. So, I think I was like an intern at a fashion magazine, an editorial assistant for my first job, and like got paid maybe nothing or $10 an hour or something like that. I worked at an on-demand publisher for a little while, also very low pay. I worked at a bookshop that's now closed, which was great, in Book Court in Brooklyn. And then I got a job as a production assistant at a big art book publisher, which was the sort of best job. But I just don't like being told where to go and how long I have to be there. So like I had a 9 to 5 and it was like I was living in New York and I was still making no money. And I think after a month I was like, everyone is still just like standing around, wasting a lot of time. Like this isn't an intellectual, at least what I was doing. I'm not saying all of publishing is this, but my experience of it was just like, this is just a normal job and there's no real magic. It's still a job and it's not altogether engaging for me. And I had this incredible, like beautiful Italian boss. And I wrote to her, I was like, I got to get out of here. And she was like, I really commend you for having the courage to quit, which I feel like is sort of the opposite response that I expected. But it's probably bad that she told me that, because then for years and years after, I could barely hold a job for like longer than a year. I was like, I got to get out of here if it doesn't feel right. But anyway, that was sort of my New York experience in a nutshell. I learned a lot from the jobs and from dating bad men, probably more than anything. But,
That's what I hear from a lot of my friends who lived in New York, is that a lot of their experience was, dating bad men. But, and this was before the MFA for you.
Before. I was like 20, 21. Yeah.
Fresh out of undergrad, ready to take on the world.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A confusing time.
Yeah.
Terrible time, I think. I don't know if you guys had better experiences right after undergrad, but it was very disorienting.
Oh, no.
You get an English degree?
I also,
yeah.
I was...
inner,
Resources, American resources.
Being bored,
Some activities are intentional, right?
it shows such a lack
Heavy.
of gratitude for life. Bored. I aspire to boredom, I
Heavy.
should say.
Bored.
heavy,
I am heavy.
Bored.
Has you the night sweats and the day sweats, pal? Pal, I do.